Okay, let's see if I can do this very, very quickly. And if not, I apologize right off the bat. I apologize if I can't get this done very quickly. But I was trying to do this originally yesterday. I was doing this on camera, but couldn't finish it or anything because, well, my battery died, basically. And I had to recharge it. Anyway, like I said, my battery had died, or essentially I ran out of time, and at the same time my battery was getting low, getting ready to die, so I basically had to recharge it. But anyway, for the past year, if not 2 years, ever since the reveal, if you will, um, a little over a year ago in October of 2012, of what Sally's post Mecha Sally design was going to look like, a lot of fans have been going back and forth. You know, and as time went on and we got close to what I consider a decent 4-part soft retcon reboot that was done on the fly, in my opinion, and we started seeing all the redesigns of not just Sally, but of Bunny and Antoine and Rotor and Nicole and such. You know, one thing that upset a lot of fans was the fact that some of these redesigns were not necessary, and along the way, some of the changes to character backgrounds and origins were not necessary either. You know, when you look at Bunny's background, and this is one I will agree that shouldn't have been changed to what it was, but I can understand that. But I can understand why they did it, and how it kind of coincides with her still being half robotic. I could understand because, like I said, I personally don't like what they did, but I can understand why they did it. You know, I can understand why fans are a little outraged, ticked off, and all that because her Bunny's original background and story, from a comic book standpoint, made her who she is. Now, I can understand from a Saturday morning, Saturday AM standpoint that we never really saw her get roboticized on television, on the cartoon. We never saw that. But yet we saw her getting half roboticized in issue 3, I believe, of the comic, as well as we saw her get roboticized in the junior novel Robotnik's Revenge. So we kind of saw it happen, but we never really saw it happen, from a Saturday AM standpoint. And maybe that's what Ian Flynn's trying to imply. But again, it's understandable why a lot of fans were upset about that. But on the other hand, there are some that are like, yeah, he shouldn't have changed the background of how she became half robotic, but yet he's still keeping it to the point that her robotics come from a result of the fight of the war with Eggman. So basically, what they're saying is that they should have kept it to where she was half roboticized, thanks to Eggman. But in this sense, she's still half robotic. But in this version, in this new timeline, it wasn't Robotnik or Eggman that gave her the robotic parts. It was Uncle Chuck to save her life. So in a sense, it still keeps her bunny robot, puts a positive spin on how she got the robotics, even though I do agree they shouldn't have changed it. And then you get to Sally's redesign. And this is a redesign that had been debated and talked about for, like I said, for over a year, ever since it was revealed. And even to this day, people still debate on why they would even give her a redesign in an outfit similar, well, not similar, but basically represents what she was when she was Mecha Sally. Basically resembles in some ways her Mecha Sally design, her weaponized design. Now, some people look at it and they say, well, it doesn't really initially represent her Mecha Sally design. It more along the lines represents her original, her original roboticized design. You know, before she got weaponized. Basically, the closed, vest, or the closed vest, if in other words, represents the closeness, the blue that she had when she was robotic, and so on. But then you take a look at the energy blades, and people are like, why would she want to use those? Because that represents her being weaponized, Mecha Sally. Well, again, that's the whole point about the storyline here and the whole Countdown to Chaos deal and so things like that. You see, in the original timeline, from a story perspective, in the original Prime universe before it got screwed up, Sally's redesign would have came from her being de-roboticized from what she was. There is no doubt about that. And a lot of the backgrounds and stuff of the characters getting their robotics back, like Bunny and all that, would have all still kept everything in line with what the original background stories and origins of characters were. But from the story perspective, because the Prime universe in several universes got so screwed up, thanks to Eggman's interference with Sonic when Sonic was trying to restore the world back to normal, a lot of the background origins and stuff all changed. So in this case, in this world, in this altered Prime universe, Sally obviously always had or was given the energy blades, and we'll probably find this out later, was given the energy blades in this universe by Uncle Chuck, Rotor, and maybe Nicole, and maybe even Tails, which is the only thing I can think of how those are going to be, how the background story on that is going to be told. So basically, that's what's going on here. That's why Sally has her new look, has her new outfit, if you will. It's not just because of her being what she looked like when she was roboticized. It's more along the lines that in this universe, in this version of the Prime universe, this version of Mobius Prime, if you will, in this version, this altered version, she was never roboticized. She always had this outfit, obviously. She always obviously had this outfit the whole time. She had the gloves with the blue wrist rings that the energy blades come out of. So she's always had that in this Prime universe. The same with, like I say, with Bunny's background story. Her robotics didn't come because of being roboticized by Eggman. Her robotics came because Uncle Chuck put them on her to save her life. And Antoine's change of outfit didn't come because he got injured. It came because in this universe they changed. They were basically given new outfits to be more modernized, more up to date. So basically, the difference is in this universe, unlike the original Prime universe, in this altered Prime universe, a lot of what's going on, a lot of the outfits, the energy blades, the special abilities and all that, these were always there. They had never, they were never given to anybody. They were always part of the character, or at least they were given, or at least they became part of the character. That's basically what it was. In this Prime universe, in this altered version of the Prime universe, they were always part of the person, or they were given to the person as an accessory or a special ability. Then nothing had changed. Nothing basically in this universe changed. Nothing was, changed or anything like that. Nothing really. You see, in this altered prime universe, Sally with her outfit, her redesigned outfit, and her energy blades were always part of this universe. Bunny's background story, same thing. You kind of get the idea. So despite how some people feel, that's basically what this story is. That's basically what Countdown to Chaos, the prologue, epilogue of at all cost epilogue and prologue to Countdown to Chaos in issue 252 was trying to establish, along with, like I said, with Countdown to Chaos, the fact that in this prime universe things are similar but they're different. That's basically what it is. Things are similar but they're different. And now they're trying to fix things in the upcoming issues, which, like I said in my written or typed version of my review for Countdown to Chaos, I believe is going to last another 19, 20 issues. Basically another 19, maybe another 19 to another 29, 24 issues. Another 19 to 24 issues. Well, not 24 issues, what am I saying? But another 19 to probably 49 issues or so, or 34 issues or whatever. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, another 19 to 44 issues. That's what it is. Another 19 to 44 issues. That's how long this is going to probably last. Either to 275 or 300. And what happens at the end of all that is all up to what Ian Flynn does, Archie Comics does, Sega says okay with, and possibly what the reaction by the fans. And yes, it does. And yes, this new altered timeline, this new rebirth of the Freedom Fighters through this altered universe this altered prime universe does make them very similar, like I said before, very similar in lines of that of Marvel's Avengers, DC's Justice League, DC's Teen Titans. You get the idea. It puts them in that line, because in that kind of category, because now each character has a special ability that represents them and gives them an identity, even though they had an identity beforehand. But the point is, that is why these characters like Sally and Bunny have had things changed. Why they have the redesigns. Why Sally has her outfit which is similar to her first roboticized look before she was weaponized. Why Bunny's background was changed. All because in this universe, that all took place. That was basically everything that's happened in this altered universe. The backgrounds basically indicate basically what happened in that version of the prime universe. In other words, if this was the original prime universe, which it isn't, but if this was the prime universe, or if this had been established as the original prime universe, which it isn't, but if this had been established as the original prime universe, then all of that, Sally's redesign, energy blades, Bunny's background and such, had always happened. They were always part of who they had, basically part of this prime universe's history for that character. I mean, heck, even Ian Flynn even has Dr. Eggman say it at the end of 256. He says, the molecular structure of all the characters, including him, changed to match up with the new histories. So basically, Sally's redesign, her weapons, the redesigns of all the characters, Bunny's background, were always part of this new altered prime universe. They were always a part of it. Nothing had really ever changed. So that's why the redesigns, like Sally's redesign and her outfit and all that. That is, you know, that is why it basically was created. Now, yes, originally had things not been screwed up behind the scenes, she would have still gotten the outfit and all that, but through the roboticized means. But still, that's basically in this altered universe, in this with this storyline going the way it is. That's why she has the outfit, why she has the energy blades, why Bunny's background was changed, why Antoine's got the sword spin dash and all that. So that's basically that is basically why the characters, why the redesigns, and why certain changes, or basically why this new Prime Universe has come about. So that's all I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry if I took so long. Take your time in listening, and I'll talk to y'all later. God bless.